Hello, good afternoon. My name's David from Evis Access Driving School of Motoring. Today's subject is dealing with bends. So if you're going to deal with a left-hand bend, remember look for signs on the approach with a triangle with a arrow bending to the left. Remember, depending on the sharpness of the bend, it will depend on the speed of the bend. So always drive it accordingly to the conditions of the road. So if it's a really sharp bend, depends how sharp it is. I say between 10 to 15 miles per hour, depending on the sharpness. And remember, so you want to do that is so you can get better control of the bend while you're dealing with the bend. And the other thing is position to the center of your lane, so that way you can get a better view of the road ahead. You want to literally be to the speed of 3 feet, but you don't want to be too close. Obviously, if the bend is too sharp for one another, one of you gonna have to slow down. So ideally, I'll say make it be you, but you don't want to be blocking anyone's on bend. You need to keep the flow of the traffic moving. Like I said, depending on the road conditions also. And now with a right hand bend, same again. Look for a triangle sign with a bend to the right, and reduce speed so you can get better control, and so you can deal with the bend safely. And also position to the left so you can get a better view of the road ahead. You want to be more to the left, so you when you get that better view, you don't need to also worry about being in the way of oncoming traffic, because if you position right too much, your view is restricted, especially if you've got right hand drive of vehicle. And look for signs to tell you there's a junction. You're going to see it for yourself. And then also the other thing is, when you go into that road, you need to give a left signal. Most people don't signal left, even though you're driving in a straight line. So when you give that left signal, you're telling the person, if the person is waiting at the giveaway line, that's where you're going. So now they can turn left or they can turn right. And now if you're gonna come out that same junction you're turning is from the opposite direction, same again. Even though you're driving in a straight line, okay, you're still crossing the path of oncoming traffic. So you need to give a right signal to let them know your intention. So if that way they can act accordingly. And then if you're coming from if it's a sharp left-hand bend and the junction is straight away to your right, wait on the corner of the bend to your left, okay, to make sure this traffic is clear from the left-hand go, because they can't be bothered to wait, because some people get impatient for whatever reason. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just put into practice what I say. So remember, the main thing, look out for signs warning you of bends and also sharp deviation. So I'm going to do my 6-point checks now. There's vehicles behind me, so I'm not going to literally go yet. The speed limit on this road is 20, but they're doing 30. There's 2 vehicles behind me. They're going to pass me any second like now. One is gone. Oh, there's a third vehicle come from the bend behind me. So now, then a van is coming really fast, so I'm just going to wait. Keep it simple. Now I'm going to do my 6-point checks. No one, and signal right. And now maneuver. Now here, it's showing you, look, right hand bend with a junction on the left. So I'm going to go into the road straight in front of me. Okay, so check my mirrors now. Signal left. So if there's someone here on the right, okay, at the junction, so when they see that left signal, cancel it after I've used it. If they see that, once they see that left signal, they know they can go. They don't need to keep waiting for me. So I'm going to do it from the opposite direction now. Then it's going to be a right turn. It will be. So I'm going to take this next road on the right. This road I'm turning into is a no-through road. So obviously I check my mirrors first and signal right. Position to the right, look into the road, make sure it's safe. Clutch down to left first gear. And now make progress. This is the nearest road to turn around in. It literally is. Normally that black vehicle, what you see there, is normally new. So, okay. So select reverse gear, check all around, and just keep looking behind me to make sure it's safe. Look to the right, keep checking it all around, all around, all around. Check all around, keep checking, keep checking. Now, end of the road, we're going to turn left. Check all my mirrors and now signal left. Watch out for pedestrian coming from my left, because there's trees there, you can't see them. So remember, be always prepared to slow down and stop. Look to my right, clearly see there's no one there. Now keep making progress. Obstructions on both sides, I just let them go, keep it simple. All my mirrors, now make progress. Now, from this direction, okay, even though I'm driving in a straight line, I'm going to turn right at the end of the road. Look at the sign telling you give way. So I check my mirrors now, signal right. Now look at this orange vehicle. If it's going to come into my road, it should signal left. Because if you look at where it's coming from their direction, it's literally a right and bend. Now the signal, this is excellent. I let them go, make sure they're going in. That's it, excellent, it's gone in. So now I cancel the signal. That's what you literally want to do there. It's very, very hard that anyone signals left to literally go into that junction. Very rare. Very rare. So now here is a right hand bend. It's a right hand bend. It is. So I'm just going to follow the bend around. I just got to hope these people don't think I'm going to go left into their road without signalling. So I need to go back to that road to show you guys from a different direction. Just thank them. Just gonna pull up, find somewhere here to pull up on the left and turn around in the road. See hardly anywhere. Yeah, pull up here. Check all my mirrors, don't need to give a signal. Pull up. Select reverse gear, handbrake. Check all around, there's no one around. Look through the back window. Start to reverse. Keep looking all around. Keep looking all around. Stop. There's that same orange vehicle. I'm assuming it is it. So you see why it's important that you check your mirrors. Because I'm literally just going to turn around in the road. There's another vehicle behind me, so I'm not going to go yet. So remember, if you've got full license or not, make sure it's clear behind you before you do this maneuver. Years ago, they used to call it 3-point turn. So 6-point check again. That's it. Because what you don't want to do is do this maneuver and force anyone to stop. So select reverse gear. That's it. Check all around. Look at the back window. Lock the steering to the left. Look to the right. Make sure it's safe. Steer to the right, handbrake, first gear, look to the left and right, and now proceed. Now, from this direction, okay, it's a left-hand bend, and look at the triangle sign. It's warning me there's a junction on the right. Now, it's a sharp left-hand bend, so for this sort of sharp bend, the best speed is 10 miles per hour. 10 miles per hour, if not slightly less. That's how you want to deal with the bend. So what I'm going to do this time, okay, is just follow the bend round to the right and reduce speed so I can get better control. Don't forget I'm positioning to the left to get a better view of the road ahead as well. So what I'm going to do now, take the next road on the right, mirror signal right. Just going to go around the block. Look into the road obviously first. Now I'm going to take the next road on the left. So I'll check all my mirrors, signal left, look into the road. But remember, prepare to slow down and stop. I have no idea if I can continue into this road on the left. Don't know what might be coming out, and especially being on the wrong side of the road. No idea. No idea. So I'm going to take the next. Now I'm going to take the end of the road. I'm going to turn left. So remember, if there's an oncoming vehicle, like this vehicle is far away, for them it's a right hand bend. Now stop here, first gear, look into the junction, it's clear. Now keep going. Let's make progress. That's all. But even though it's 20 here, it doesn't mean that you must do 20 just for the fact that the humps are there. They're there on purpose to slow you down because it's residential area. So what I'm going to do is pull over shortly on the left just so I can turn around and show you that junction from a different direction. So check my mirrors. No need to signal, no one benefits from it. And just pull in and stop, handbrake, first gear. It's a cyclist far behind me, it's coming up shortly, so I'll wait. Now 6-point checks, and now lock the steering to the right. Just before I reach this curve, we're going to steer to the left. Steer to the left, stop, handbrake, reverse gear, check all around, back window, lock the steering to the left, look to the right, steer to the right, stop, handbrake, first gear, look to the left, there's a vehicle there, then look to the right, make sure it's safe, drive on and make progress. Junction on the left is clear, oncoming vehicle, so center mirror, near side mirror, and now continue to go. So now from this direction it's a left hand bend, but what I'm going to do is take the next road on the right. So what I must do, there you go, you can see the sign, mirror signal right, just wait on the left for any vehicle who's coming from the left, because they have priority, especially if they're coming around. Look to the right and left, it's safe, now go. That's what you want to do for a sharp right hand bend like that. That's how you want to deal with the bend. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So now what I'm going to do, just pull up on the left, and that's the end of the video. You've seen it from all directions. Check my mirrors, signal left because there's a green van behind me. If it's a high curb like this and the examiner say pull up on the left, go up to the curb, stop, and then climb up the curb gently. You can need a little bit more gas than usual, but remember, use the clutch to control your speed, so that way you don't fly up on the curb. Then once you start, handbrake, neutral. Yeah, that's the end of the lesson. Thanks for listening and watching. Press the button and subscribe, leave a comment, press the notification button so you can get updates, and that's it. Thanks very much. Arrivederci. And remember, the main thing is follow the information what I put in the video, then also look in the books to what I've said, if it's correct about left hand bend, okay, in the sense like positioning, center of the lane if it's a left hand bend, right hand bend, position left. So remember, because you got your limit points is literally there. Your limit point is the point, remember, when you're dealing with bends where you can't see. That's why it's important that you position correctly and reduce speed. End of the road, going to turn right. Check my mirrors now, signal right. Remember, there's a right hand bend for oncoming vehicle. I can't see from the left, so I must give way here at the give way sign. Look to the left, no one's there. The motorcyclist is far away. I can go, cancel the signal. Remember, go as long as you know you're not going to cause that motorcyclist or anyone to change speed or direction. Now it's a right hand bend from here, but even though I'm going in a straight line, it's still considered as a left turn, so mirror signal left. Look at the road marker, the single broken white lines. It shows you where traffic from the major road goes to the minor road, and the double broken white line show you where the traffic in the minor road give way to the major road. And let this lady go. Give way to the major road. They do, especially if you're going to continue or go around the bend to the right. So it's important that you're reading all the road signs and road markings so you can deal with them safely. to like here obstruction, but we both can fit. Now we can't fit. Both could fit in the sense that if it was only the cyclists. So check all my mirrors now. For that car, we definitely couldn't fit, but you just got to work it out like that quickly. Now end of the road, going to turn right. So checking all my mirrors, signalling right. Speed limit's going to change to 30. Slow down a lot for the pedestrian. But remember, they have priority. That's the new hierarchy of the road. It's been like that for some time now. Look in all directions. Now I can go, because vehicle from my right is not that close. So remember, once you go, you mustn't cause anyone to change speed or direction. Now hold back, give that car plenty of space. Now make progress, so you don't give this vehicle on the left to encourage them to pull out on you. Now prepare to slow down and stop because of the vehicle on the left. But he stopped solidly, but I'm still going with caution. You can't just trust people, because you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know. So I'm giving this vehicle ahead of me plenty of space as well, and then make progress afterwards. Getting motorcyclists, in a sense, motorcyclists, because he just came off the bike, I should say pedestrian, giving more space and distance. Now oncoming vehicle may take my priority, so prepare to slow down and stop. There you go, lo and behold, so I'm slowing right down. And now make progress, so I don't encourage the next one. So that's all you want to do. So you keep the flow of the traffic moving. That's what you want to do. Remember, keep it simple. But remember, if anyone takes your priority, try and remember, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. But some people see it as the end. They see it as the end of the world when it's not. So if you let them go, they will appreciate that you let them go. When someone takes your priority, you don't want to be screaming and shouting in your mind, because you're not going to drive more than likely safely or correctly. It's not really good to have that approach attitude to driving. Next road on left, signal left. It's not good to have that. So remember, you want to apply defensive driving, like what it says in the driving essential skill book. Apply it. Keep it simple. Because sometimes if you waggle your mouth and you're cursing, and even though your window's up and that person they've got an inkling what you're saying and they believe it's for them, that can cause road rage. It literally can. Or even if your window's down and you're verbally saying something or hand gestures to reprimand them taking a priority, checking all my mirrors first, obviously, and then stop for this young lady here, which got priority. Give her loads of space. So now I go, because she's fully crossed the road. And look right and left, it's safe. Now make progress. Yeah, so remember, keep it simple. Literally, keep it simple if someone takes a priority. So right and bend here, so position left to get a better view of the road ahead. So all my mirrors before I move to the right. Now watch the white van, it may pull out in front of me, prepared to slow down and stop. Me and this vehicle, we both can fit comfortably, so remember, keep the vehicle moving. Zebra crossing ahead, scan the crossing. My right is clear, the left is clear. Make progress. Watch out for the pedestrian in case they run out in front of me. Because when you think about what the time is now, you have more pedestrians about. So now, let's pull in a bit. Let's give the bus plenty of space. Motorcycles on my right. It's coming at speed. It made it harder for the learner driver for the bus. Checking all my mirrors now and make progress. Scan the zebra crossing. It's a split one, clear on both sides. Right and bend, position to the centre, get a better view. Oncoming vehicles. Near side mirror check, go to the left a bit. remember, keep reading road signs and road markings. The information is there. It's just understanding. Zebra crossing, single one is clear. Bus is parking, so checking all my mirrors. The plan is to overtake if it's safe, only if. So now position close to the center line as it's safe. I can see up the roads. Check all my mirrors now. Signal right. Watch out for any pedestrian stepping out. And now make progress. That's what you want to do. Make progress and achieve the speed limit if the conditions is safe to do so. Traffic light is on green. Prepare to slow down and stop in case it changes to red. But remember, maintain your speed. Junction on my left and right, oncoming vehicles. There you go, voila. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Lights is changing to red. Road sloping upwards, so the car's going to work harder, so it needs a little bit more fuel. I'm going to turn right at the lights. So I'm checking all my mirrors. Signal now, so it's not too early, it's not too late. Gently brake, cover the clutch. Put the signal back on. Clutch to the floor. Brake to a gentle stop. Handbrake, first gear, lights have changed, check all my mirrors. Now go forward. Flashing the lights, so I'm checking it's all for me, so I'm thanking him, but I'm keeping both of my hands on the steering. That's nice of that person, but ideally, people shouldn't, they shouldn't let you go if they've got the priority, so that way, they can keep the flow of the traffic moving. Because sometimes what happens is that the person behind them they get upset and they may overtake, and then when I go to turn right, then it can be a collision. And the consensus is also people shouldn't flash. They shouldn't flash, because flashing of headlights, all it means, you're warning that person of your presence. That's all it is. That's all it is. You see it say so definitively in the driving essential skill book. Definitive. Now, as you can see here, there's a speed camera here, but don't worry about the speed camera, especially if you're on your driving test or not. Don't worry about it. Just do this. Stick to the speed limit. It won't flash. So what you don't want to do is exaggerate that and kill your speed so badly because you're worrying about it flash. It won't. You've got your speedo to watch. You're going downhill, so remember, stay on the brake gently enough, because obviously gravity, the weight of the vehicle, and you in the vehicle is going to take the vehicle down faster. Now it's left, so it's a left-hand bend here. So what I do is just literally position to the center. So that way I stay nice and comfortably on my side of the road, and also I've reduced speed, so I'll get a better control of the bend. Mini roundabout, turn right, check my mirrors, signal right, gently brake, cover the clutch. Clutch to the floor. It's a closed junction, I can't see, so stop. Keep it simple, look to my right, go with caution. Keep checking. All my mirrors now. Signal left to say I'm coming off the roundabout. Hardly anyone does it, but if you look in the highway code or the driving essentials skill book, it tells you definitively. Treat mini roundabouts the same way as you deal with any other normal roundabout, but for whatever reason people don't. And to me, that's more to do with understanding the rules and regulation. That's all that is. Some people misunderstand I'm going to pull up here on the left, mirror signal left. People misunderstand the rules, or they interpret it to suit themselves. But if you look in the driving essential skill book, like what I say, you'll see it's definitive, absolutely definitive. And so when you see it, you will see it that is irrefutable, literally irrefutable. It is. Anyway, thanks for listening. Arrivederci. Don't forget like.